Ladies and gentlemen, winning is not just about talent or luck. It is about a mindset, an unbreakable spirit that refuses to accept defeat. True champions are not born. They are made in the fire of perseverance, dedication, and relentless hard work. In this journey, every setback is a lesson. Every failure is an opportunity to grow stronger. The winner's mind is focused on the process, not just the outcome. It thrives on discipline and embraces sacrifice without complaint. When the world doubts you, that is when you must believe in yourself the most. When the path gets tough and the crowd grows silent, champions keep pushing, keep grinding, and keep their eyes fixed on the goal. The greatest athletes, the true champions, have one thing in common. They don't shy away from challenges. They welcome pain and struggle because they know these are the stepping stones to greatness. They wake up every day with the hunger to improve, to get better than they were yesterday. You must cultivate that same mindset. Be obsessed with your craft. Push beyond your limits. Outwork everyone else, not because you want to show off, but because you want to be the best version of yourself. Remember, winning is a habit, not a one-time event. It comes from small daily victories, from the discipline to show up even when you don't feel like it, and from the courage to keep going when others quit. So I urge you, adopt this champion's mindset, build resilience, work tirelessly, stay humble but hungry, and never, ever give up on your dreams. Because in the end, the winner is not the one who has the most talent, but the one who refuses to be defeated by any obstacle. Thank you. Winning is a mindset, not just talent or luck. It's a way of thinking that separates those who succeed from those who settle. Many people believe that champions are simply gifted or lucky, but that is far from the truth. The real power lies within how you approach your challenges, how you respond to failure, and how you push yourself every single day. You don't have to be born with extraordinary abilities to win. You have to be willing to develop a mindset that refuses to accept defeat. It means waking up every morning with a hunger to improve, to learn, and to fight harder than you did yesterday. It's okay to feel fear, doubt, and uncertainty along the way. These emotions are natural and even necessary, but they should never control you. Feeling vulnerable does not make you weak. It makes you human. To confront your fears and still keep moving forward is the true mark of courage. Every great champion has faced moments of uncertainty, times when the path ahead seemed unclear or impossible. What sets them apart is that they never let those feelings stop them. Instead, they use them as fuel to work harder and focus deeper. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It is a demonstration of bravery. It shows you are willing to face reality, accept your flaws, and keep striving regardless. The winner's mindset embraces failure as a teacher, not an enemy. Every setback is a lesson disguised as pain. It forces you to rethink your approach, strengthen your resolve, and prepare for the next challenge. Instead of fearing failure, winners welcome it because they know it is part of the journey. They understand that success is not a straight line, but a winding road with obstacles designed to test their commitment. Talent can open doors, but discipline and hard work keep them open. Luck might give you a chance, but your mindset determines whether you take it. Being a winner means focusing on the process, not just the outcome. It means committing yourself fully to the work, day in and day out, even when the rewards aren't immediate. Champions are patient. They don't seek instant gratification or praise from others. Instead, they measure success by how much effort they put into their growth and how consistently they show up for themselves. When you adopt this mindset, you develop a deep resilience that helps you withstand criticism, setbacks, and doubts. In this journey, it is important to remember that winning is not about being perfect. No one is perfect, and no champion ever claimed to be. Instead, it is about being persistent, being willing to learn from mistakes, and being disciplined enough to keep moving forward even when the odds seem against you. You don't need to have all the answers, but you need to have the determination to find them. The mindset of a winner is a commitment to never settle for less than your best and to keep pushing beyond what you thought was possible. Setbacks and failures are lessons, not reasons to quit. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, moments when things don't go as planned, and times when you feel like giving up. But these are not signals that you should stop or that you are not meant to succeed. Instead, they are opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. Every setback carries a message, a chance to reflect on what went wrong and how you can do better next time. Winners don't see failure as the end. They see it as a stepping stone on the path to success. It's important to understand that failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It is the testing ground for your resilience, patience, and determination. When you fail, you get feedback that no amount of success can teach you. It reveals your weaknesses, areas where you need to improve, and the gaps in your strategy or mindset. Instead of being discouraged, you should welcome this insight and use it to sharpen your skills and strengthen your character. Champions know that failure is temporary and that what truly matters is how you respond to it. Quitting is easy. Anyone can give up when faced with obstacles. But champions push through the pain, the disappointment, and the frustration because they understand that those moments define their journey. The difference between those who win and those who don't is simply the refusal to quit. They take every failure as a challenge to rise higher, to work harder, and to prove to themselves that they are capable of more. This kind of perseverance builds confidence, grit, and mental toughness. Remember, setbacks are not permanent. They do not determine your worth or your potential. They are merely a part of the process, a natural part of growth. The mindset of a winner allows you to separate your identity from your failures. You are not your mistakes. You are the one who learns from them and moves forward. So instead of fearing failure, look at it as your greatest teacher. Let it inspire you to keep going, to adapt, and to improve. In every setback lies the seed of a greater comeback, if only you choose to nurture it. Focusing on the process and discipline rather than just the end result is what separates true champions from everyone else. It's easy to get caught up in dreams of victory, trophies, or recognition, but those things alone don't guarantee success. What really matters is the work you put in every single day, the habits you build, the small choices you make, and the discipline you maintain even when no one is watching. The outcome is simply a reflection of the effort and consistency behind the scenes. When you focus solely on results, it's tempting to seek shortcuts or get discouraged when success doesn't come immediately. But champions understand that greatness is not achieved overnight. It is earned through relentless commitment to the process. Every training session, every practice, every moment spent honing your skills counts. Discipline means showing up even on days when you feel tired, unmotivated, or doubtful. It means pushing through discomfort and resisting the urge to quit or settle for less. The process teaches patience and humility. It reminds you that progress is often slow and invisible at first. But those who trust the process understand that each step forward, no matter how small, is building something powerful. This mindset shifts your focus from seeking external validation to internal growth. You begin to measure success by your effort and improvement rather than just a scoreboard or applause. Discipline is the backbone of this approach. Without it, motivation fades and inconsistency creeps in. But discipline keeps you anchored. It is the decision to put in the work day after day, regardless of circumstances. It turns ambition into achievement. Over time, discipline becomes a habit, a way of life, and that is what creates champions. So, instead of obsessing over the finish line, learn to love the journey. Celebrate the process and the discipline it demands. This is where true growth happens, and this is where winners are made. Believing in yourself, especially when others doubt you, is one of the most powerful forces you can have on the path to success. There will always be voices around you, sometimes loud, sometimes subtle, that question your abilities, your dreams, and your worth. People may not see your vision, they might criticize your efforts, or simply fail to understand your goals. In those moments, it becomes crucial to hold firm to your own belief. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it's hard for anyone else to do so. Self-belief is not about arrogance or blind confidence. It's about having a deep, unshakable faith in your potential and your capacity to grow. It's knowing that despite setbacks, failures, or criticism, you have what it takes to keep moving forward. This belief fuels resilience. It helps you stand tall when others try to bring you down, and it gives you the strength to prove doubters wrong, not out of spite, but because you know your own value and your purpose. When you believe in yourself, you become your own biggest supporter. You listen to your inner voice, the one that encourages you to try again after failure and to work harder when things get tough. This internal confidence guides your actions and decisions, pushing you beyond the limits set by others. It allows you to stay focused and motivated, even when the road ahead looks uncertain or impossible. It's important to remember that everyone faces doubt, from themselves and from others. But champions don't let that doubt define them. Instead, they use it as fuel. They take every no, every criticism, and every moment of disbelief as a challenge to rise higher. Belief in yourself is like a shield that protects you from negativity and keeps you moving toward your dreams. So no matter how many people question your abilities, hold on to your self-belief. Trust your journey, trust your hard work, and trust the person you are becoming. Because in the end, the greatest validation comes not from others, but from the confidence you build within yourself. Embracing challenges and pain as necessary steps to greatness is a mindset that every true champion cultivates. Life and success are never handed to you on a silver platter. They're earned through struggle, sacrifice, and pushing beyond your comfort zone. Challenges test your limits, forcing you to dig deeper than you thought possible. Pain, whether physical, mental, or emotional, is not something to avoid, but a signal that you are growing, that you are moving closer to your goal. When you face hardship, it's easy to want to turn away, to seek an easier path. But greatness is never found in ease or comfort. It is forged in adversity. Those who have achieved remarkable things understand that pain and challenges are part of the process, a kind of necessary resistance that shapes your character and builds your strength. Without struggle, there is no progress. Without pain, there is no transformation. Learning to embrace this reality changes everything. Instead of fearing difficulties, you begin to welcome them as opportunities to improve. You learn that pain is temporary, but the rewards of overcoming it are lasting. It builds resilience, discipline, and a mental toughness that can't be taught, but only earned through experience. Every challenge you face and overcome adds to your confidence and prepares you for even greater obstacles ahead. This mindset also shifts how you approach setbacks. When pain comes, you don't see it as punishment or failure, but as a necessary hurdle on the path to success. You become more patient and persistent because you know that growth is not linear. It involves ups and downs. But the willingness to endure pain separates winners from those who give up. Ultimately, embracing challenges and pain means accepting that the journey to greatness is not easy. It demands sacrifice, effort, and sometimes discomfort. But it also promises growth, strength, and achievement beyond what you ever imagined. The champion's mindset welcomes these hardships because it knows that they are the price of victory. Daily improvement and obsession with your craft are the true engines that drive success. Talent alone is not enough. What separates the great from the ordinary is the relentless commitment to getting better every single day. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it, and putting in the work that others might avoid. This daily dedication builds momentum, sharpens your skills, and strengthens your resolve. When you become obsessed with your craft, it means you care deeply about every detail, every nuance, and every opportunity to learn something new. It's not just about practicing what you already know, but pushing yourself to explore new techniques, challenge your weaknesses, and innovate. This kind of passion keeps you hungry and curious, preventing complacency and fueling continuous growth. Success is rarely the result of one big breakthrough. It is the accumulation of small, consistent improvements over time. Each day presents a chance to be better than yesterday, to fix mistakes, and to push past limits. This mindset turns hard work into a habit and discipline into a way of life. Obsession doesn't mean burnout or unhealthy fixation. It means a focused, purposeful drive that keeps you aligned with your goals. When you obsess over your craft, you develop an intimate understanding of it. You learn to anticipate challenges, adapt quickly, and perform at your best under pressure. This level of mastery is what sets champions apart. It creates confidence and allows you to handle setbacks without losing sight of your vision. Ultimately, daily improvement combined with obsession is a powerful formula for success. It transforms potential into achievement, dreams into reality. The more you invest in your growth and the more deeply you engage with your craft, the closer you get to greatness. This is why champions never stop learning, never stop practicing, and never stop striving to be better than they were the day before. Outworking everyone is not about showing off or seeking praise from others. It is a personal commitment to improving yourself every single day. True champions understand that the real competition is not with others, but with the person they were yesterday. When you focus on outworking everyone, it's a reflection of your dedication to becoming the best version of yourself, not a performance for anyone else. This mindset requires humility and honesty. It means recognizing that no matter how talented you are, there is always room to grow. It means putting in the extra hours, the extra effort, and the extra focus even when no one is watching. The work you do in those quiet moments, when you're training alone, studying your craft, or pushing through fatigue, is what truly defines your character and your potential. Outworking others also builds discipline and resilience. It teaches you to push past excuses and distractions. When you commit to giving your all You develop a work ethic that becomes unstoppable. This kind of dedication creates a gap between you and the rest, not because you want to prove them wrong, but because you want to prove to yourself that you can achieve greatness through relentless effort. The key is to shift your motivation inward. When your drive comes from a desire to improve rather than impress, your progress becomes sustainable and authentic. You don't rely on external validation or comparisons to measure your worth. Instead, you find satisfaction in knowing that you are growing, learning, and moving closer to your goals with every ounce of effort you put in. Ultimately, outworking everyone means embracing a mindset of constant hustle and determination. It's about understanding that success is earned through sweat, persistence, and hard work, long before the spotlight finds you. When you commit to this, you build a foundation so strong that no obstacle can stop you from reaching your full potential. Winning is a habit built through consistent small victories. It's not about a single moment of glory or a sudden stroke of luck. It's about the steady accumulation of effort, discipline, and focus over time. Every small success, no matter how insignificant it may seem, adds up to create a pattern of winning that becomes part of who you are. This habit is formed through daily choices, choosing to work hard, choosing to stay focused, choosing to push a little further even when it's tough. The power of small victories lies in their ability to build momentum. Each achievement, each step forward fuels your confidence and reinforces your belief that success is possible. When you consistently win the little battles, you create a foundation for greater triumphs. These small wins teach you important lessons about perseverance, patience, and the value of hard work. They prepare you mentally and physically for the challenges ahead. Winning as a habit also means developing the discipline to maintain your standards every day. It requires showing up and giving your best effort consistently, not just when you feel motivated or inspired. This consistency is what separates champions from others. It is the willingness to do the necessary work day in and day out, regardless of how you feel or what distractions come your way. It's important to remember that small victories aren't always dramatic or obvious. They can be as simple as improving your skills by a little, sticking to your training schedule, or choosing to learn from a mistake instead of giving up. These are the building blocks of success. And over time, they create a winning mindset that is hard to break. In essence, winning is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. By embracing and celebrating these small victories, you cultivate a habit that leads to sustained success. This mindset ensures that when bigger opportunities come your way, you are ready to seize them because winning has already become part of your daily life. Resilience and perseverance are essential to keep moving forward when the journey gets tough. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and moments that test your strength and determination. It's easy to feel discouraged or overwhelmed when things don't go your way. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up is the ability to bounce back and keep pushing forward. Resilience is the inner strength that allows you to recover from failure, learn from mistakes, and maintain your focus even in the face of adversity. Perseverance is the willingness to stay committed to your goals, no matter how difficult the path may be. It means showing up day after day, putting in the effort, and refusing to let temporary difficulties derail your progress. This steadfast dedication builds momentum and creates a powerful force that carries you through tough times. When you persevere, you develop confidence in your ability to overcome challenges and trust that your hard work will eventually pay off. Together, resilience and perseverance form the backbone of every champion's mindset. They help you stay grounded when others doubt you and keep your vision clear even when the road ahead is uncertain. These qualities give you the courage to face pain, rejection, and failure without losing hope. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, you begin to view them as opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Building resilience and perseverance takes practice. It requires patience, self-belief, and a willingness to accept that setbacks are part of the process. Every time you overcome a difficulty, you strengthen your mental toughness and prepare yourself for the next challenge. Over time, this unwavering spirit becomes a habit, a natural part of who you are. In the end, resilience and perseverance are not just traits, they are choices you make every day. Choosing to keep moving forward regardless of the hardships is what turns dreams into reality and separates winners from the rest. True champions never give up on their dreams despite obstacles. The path to greatness is rarely smooth or easy. It is filled with challenges that test your commitment, willpower, and heart. But what defines a true champion is not how many times they stumble or fall, but how many times they rise again with renewed determination. Obstacles are inevitable. They come in many forms: doubt, criticism, failure, fear, and setbacks. Yet these barriers do not stop champions because their dreams are bigger than their fears. Giving up may seem like the easier choice in moments of hardship, but champions know that surrendering is the only real failure. They understand that every great achievement demands persistence and an unyielding belief in the vision they hold. When others see obstacles as dead ends, champions see them as challenges to overcome, lessons to learn, and opportunities to grow stronger. Their dreams become a driving force, a light that guides them through darkness and uncertainty. True champions embrace discomfort because they know it is part of the journey. They refuse to let temporary difficulties define their destiny. Instead, they keep their eyes on the prize, fueled by passion and a relentless desire to succeed. Their dreams give them purpose and motivation, even on the toughest days. They realize that success is not about avoiding failure, but about refusing to let failure stop them. This unwavering commitment requires sacrifice, discipline, and resilience. Champions understand that the journey will demand everything they have and more. But they also know that the reward, fulfilling their dreams and reaching their potential, is worth every struggle along the way. In the end, true champions are made not by talent alone, but by their refusal to quit. They hold on to their dreams with fierce determination, no matter the obstacles, and that is what sets them apart. Their story is a testament to the power of perseverance, faith, and an unbreakable spirit. So remember this: the mindset of a winner is not something you are born with, it's something you build day by day through every challenge faced, every failure embraced, and every small victory celebrated. It's about believing in yourself when no one else does, working harder than anyone else, not to impress but to improve. It's about resilience, discipline, and the courage to never give up on your dreams, no matter the obstacles. If you commit to this mindset, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Let this be your guide, your strength, and your legacy. Keep pushing, keep striving, and one day you will stand as a true champion, not just in the eyes of the world, but in your own.